Throughout history, we have celebrated the heroes among us, the visionaries, the creators, the leaders, those who changed the world. But what if I told you that behind every great mind lies a common thread, a thread woven with anxiety, doubt, and crisis? Welcome back to our synapsis. Today, we're diving deep into a fascinating yet often overlooked aspect of greatness, the hero's anxiety. Why do so many of our greatest minds face crises, and how do they rise above them? Let's explore. From Vincent van Gogh, whose struggles with mental health fueled his artistic genius, to Albert Einstein, who faced immense pressure and self-doubt, these icons experienced crises that shaped their paths. First, let's understand anxiety itself. It's a natural human response, often triggered by stress, uncertainty, and the fear of failure. But for many great minds, this anxiety becomes a catalyst for creativity and innovation. Studies show that anxiety can enhance creativity by pushing individuals to think outside the box. The pressure they feel often leads to groundbreaking ideas. It's a paradox. What holds them back also propels them forward. Anxiety can be debilitating, but for some, it sparks a fire. It forces them to confront their fears, and in doing so, they unlock their true potential. Let's take a closer look at some specific examples. Vincent van Gogh is perhaps one of the most poignant examples of the hero's anxiety. His struggles with mental illness were well documented, yet his art remains timeless. Van Gogh once said, "I am always doing what I cannot do yet in order to learn how to do it." This mindset reflects the anxiety he faced and the resilience he demonstrated. In his letters, he expressed profound self-doubt, yet his masterpieces emerged from this turmoil. The very pain that plagued him became the source of his creativity. Now let's talk about Maya Angelou, an icon of literature and civil rights. Throughout her life, Angelou faced numerous adversities, including trauma and discrimination. Yet, she transformed her pain into powerful words. Angelou once said, "I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." Her ability to convey emotions stemmed from her struggles, showing how anxiety can fuel empathy and connection. So how do these heroes turn their crises into triumph? Here are a few strategies they employ. Acceptance. Acknowledging their anxiety rather than fighting it. 2. Expression. Using their art, writing, or other forms of creativity as an outlet. 3. Community. Surrounding themselves with supportive networks that understand their struggles. 4. Self-care. Prioritizing mental health through practices like mindfulness and therapy. Host. Every great mind faces a crisis, but it's how they respond to that crisis that defines their legacy. They remind us that anxiety doesn't have to be a roadblock. It can be a stepping stone to greatness. As we reflect on these stories, let's remember that behind every achievement lies a journey filled with challenges. The next time you feel overwhelmed, think of the heroes who turned their anxiety into art, leadership, and change. Maya Angelou, who overcame personal trauma to become a voice of resilience and empowerment. Each of these icons battled their own demons. Their stories remind us that greatness often comes hand in hand with vulnerability. Many of these individuals experienced what we now recognize as imposter syndrome, the feeling that they were not truly deserving of their success. This anxiety can drive them to work harder, to push boundaries, but it can also lead to a profound sense of isolation. That's a powerful insight. It seems that the very traits that fuel their creativity and innovation can also lead to significant inner turmoil. But how do they navigate this turbulent emotional landscape? Many find solace in their work, using it as a therapeutic outlet. For instance, Van Gogh poured his anguish into his paintings, creating masterpieces that resonate with the pain and beauty of the human experience. His brushstrokes, filled with emotion, tell a story of struggle and triumph that transcends time. Einstein once said, "A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new." His mistakes, doubts, and relentless pursuit of understanding the universe only added depth to his brilliance. It's clear that these heroes embraced their struggles, but what about the rest of us? How can we learn from their experiences? Whether you're an artist, a scientist, or simply someone navigating the challenges of everyday life, acknowledging your anxiety can be the first step toward harnessing it. It's about transforming that energy into something productive. Embracing vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness. When we allow ourselves to feel, to struggle, we open the door to authentic creativity and connection with others. So, the next time you find yourself wrestling with self-doubt, remember you are not alone. The path to greatness is often paved with anxiety, but it's also filled with resilience, creativity, and the courage to rise again. The path to greatness is rarely a straight line. Instead, it's often marked by moments of uncertainty and fear. Van Gogh once wrote, "I am always doing what I cannot do yet in order to learn how to do it." This relentless pursuit of self-improvement often came at a cost for him, leading to periods of severe anxiety and isolation. Yet, it was this very struggle that brought forth some of the most iconic art in history. Many creative individuals experience what we call imposter syndrome. They often question their worth and abilities, fearing that they will be exposed as a fraud. This anxiety can be debilitating, but it can also fuel their creativity and drive. And it's not just artists. Consider Maya Angelou, who famously said, "I've written 11 books, but each time I think, I've run out of ideas." Her candid acknowledgement of anxiety reflects a universal truth. Even the most accomplished individuals grapple with self-doubt. Angelou's ability to transform her struggles into beautiful prose inspires countless others to embrace their vulnerabilities. In today's world, we see this anxiety manifest in different ways, from activists like Malala, who face life-threatening challenges, to innovators like Elon Musk, who constantly pushes the boundaries of technology despite facing immense pressure. So, what can we learn from these heroes? How can we harness our own anxieties to fuel our passions and pursuits? In the coming segments, we'll break down practical strategies for turning fear into motivation and how to cultivate resilience in the face of adversity. Join us as we uncover the stories behind the struggles and celebrate the courage it takes to rise again and again. Stay tuned. To Maya Angelou, who battled her own demons while crafting words that inspired millions, these figures exemplify the paradox of the hero's journey. Their triumphs are often shadowed by their internal battles. But what exactly is this hero's anxiety? Is it merely a byproduct of ambition, or is it something deeper? To understand this phenomenon, we must first recognize that anxiety is not a weakness, but rather a complex human experience that can fuel creativity and resilience. Many creators have described their anxiety as a double-edged sword. It can paralyze, but it can also push one to innovate, to dig deeper into their craft. Think of how Van Gogh's turbulent emotions birthed masterpieces that still resonate today. His famous Starry Night was born from a place of chaos, a reflection of his inner turmoil. It's a reminder that beauty can emerge from struggle. Anxiety can serve as a catalyst for growth. When individuals learn to confront and harness their fears, they can unlock extraordinary potential. It's crucial to contextualize these struggles. Many historical figures operated in environments fraught with uncertainty, which only amplified their anxieties. Yet their legacies endure because they faced those challenges head-on. In our current era, many individuals are stepping forward to share their stories, breaking the silence that often surrounds mental health. This openness fosters a culture of understanding and support, reminding us that we are not alone in our struggles. So, whether you're an artist, a scientist, or simply someone trying to make your mark in the world, remember, your anxiety doesn't define you. It's part of your story, and like the heroes before you, you can rise above it.